Good evening. I'd like to call the Public Art Commission special meeting for November 29, 2023. Like to call the meeting to order. Can we have roll call? Commissioner Waltuck?
Present.
Commissioner Miyagi?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor?
Present.
And me as well. Now, does Nia need to make any statements about being remote?
No.
Nia, now would be the time for you to make a statement about your remote attendance.
Will do. Hi, everyone. I am here in my apartment attending the meeting remotely under AB 2449, just because I am getting over a cold and I don't want to get my fellow commissioners sick. I have with me one adult and 2 dogs. Is that good? Anything?
Thank you. Do we have any agenda changes, additions, and or deletions?
No.
Okay. Do we have any public comments?
I see no one in attendance.
Okay. I guess the first item is approval of minutes for October 19, 2023. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
I'll
Second.
I guess I'll roll call this. Commissioner Taylor?
Yes.
Commissioner Woltok?
Yes.
Commissioner Miyagi?
Yes.
And yes for me as well. Well, can I actually say yes since I wasn't at the meeting? Okay, then yes for me as well. Do we have any city official comments?
Just a couple of items we wanted to share with you. The Coverly Artist Studio Open Studios event took place November 4th. We have a few images there to share with you. It was very well attended. We got lots of really wonderful feedback on just the caliber of the artists. For many visitors, it was the first time they'd seen this new cohort of artists. So anyway, interesting to see some photos. They will also have another spring open studios. So once we have that on the calendar, we'll be sure to share it with you and the public. And then the next item is that tomorrow evening at, is it 6 p.m?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. There's a Meet the Artists event to talk to the artists for the Bulwer Park artwork and discuss what language will be incorporated into the final sculpture. So you will see the link to the webinar there, as well as on the city calendar and on the public art webpage. And that's it for city comments.
Thank you. Do we have next is non-action items. Public art in private development for 824 San Antonio Road.
Yes, so this is an initial review, commissioners, for 824 San Antonio Road. I believe we have 2 representatives from the applicant team here, Athena Carter and Leah Baer. This is a project, just as a reminder, for initial review, so there's no action taking place this evening, but it's an opportunity for the commissioners to give feedback to the applicant team as they initiate their public art process on the potential placement that they're looking at, and to suggest potential themes or types of artwork that might be appropriate for the site. So with that, I will turn it over to the applicant team.
Okay, great. Let me just try to share my screen. So I want to thank you all for the opportunity to present San Antonio Senior Care Living Facility, our proposed development at 824 San Antonio Road. I'm Athena Carter, project manager for this development, representing Architects Fora, the architect of record. Our client approached us with the primary goal to design a senior care living facility that would be enjoyable and include amenities that would meet her own dreams of retirement. This is a very personal project for the property owner. A few basics before we begin. The project comprises approximately of 56,674 square feet on a 0.44 acre site. The site is zoned as commercial service and is part of the housing incentive program. Construction is estimated to begin late 2025 with a tentative mid-2027 completion date. The program includes 16 independent living units. 1 unit is set aside for the owner, and 12 assisted living units with 29 parking spaces in an underground garage. The program will also include amenities to enhance the lifestyle of our residents. Another inclusion into the program are multiple retail spaces that would be open to the public and could provide resident-friendly retail such as sundries and a coffee bar cafe. So this page shows photos of the existing property with the proposed massing superimposed over the photos. The existing structure on the property is a retail office structure and currently has one tenant, a boxing and fitness gym. Adjacent neighbors include a gas station, 2 fast food restaurants, and a car rental. The site is easily accessible from several public transit routes, including VTA 22 and MV Go lines. Additionally, San Antonio Road has protected bike lanes. The streetscape diagrams show our building massing in relation to neighboring sites. The most comparable buildings are 2 other multifamily projects occurring on San Antonio Road, which includes the proposed 800 San Antonio and approved 788 San Antonio projects, which you can see right here. The overall design concept of the building is to act as a cenote, a natural feature that inspired the property owner while traveling. The project focuses on the juxtaposition between hard and soft surfaces to emulate the experiential qualities of a cenote. It has an exterior shell with hard edges and features a central courtyard that acts as a carved out void with hanging plants and curved structural balconies to resemble the cenotes found in Mexico. A focal point of the interior lobby will be a cenote sculpture that connects the lobby to the central courtyard and serves as an oculus to bring in natural light. In order to comply with the public art in private development ordinance, the client has elected to commission the artwork and incorporate it on site in the form of a large metal screen at the front entry portal, which you can see highlighted here in purple. The total construction cost of this development is estimated to be $36 million based on the average of 3 recently received estimates from local contractors. As a result, the required 1% public art commission cost would be approximately $360,000. While the tenant has not yet engaged an art consultant, we do intend on bringing one on during the design development process to work with a local artist to produce artwork that seamlessly integrates with the building facade. The owner also wanted us to incorporate a strong sense of verticality into the facades to break up the typical horizontality seen in other similar type of housing projects. The floor plans of 6 levels of building are featured here. The underground level includes retail and commercial parking stalls, as well as a bike room. The ground floor includes 2 retail tenant spaces, as well as a coffee bar and lounge area that are accessible to the public. Community rooms, property management offices, and 3 assisted living apartments are also located on this floor for residents who have mobility impairment and would prefer a ground level unit. The second floor features a community room, a dining hall, a central courtyard, and 9 assisted living units. The C-shaped design takes advantage of the southern exposure and views of the Santa Cruz Mountains. Sunlight is an advantage to senior health for circadian rhythm, vitamin D, and eyesight. The 3rd and 4th floors are nearly identical and include a community room and apartments for independent living residents. On the roof, we've included a rooftop garden along with photovoltaics. The overall design and choice of materials for this project is intended to appeal to senior residents who have lived a modern lifestyle. Our focus using green, sustainable products that are mindful of their carbon footprint leads to creating spaces that utilize natural and sustainable materials inside and out. Wood-looking metal screens are included to provide privacy, soften hard edges, and to vary the natural light. Along the north facade, the rhythm of solid and glazed portions is meant to break up the massing. The front facade facing San Antonio will feature a well-defined main entry as well as a retail entrance and balcony accessible by the second floor dining room. Additionally, we have white metal vertical fins to act as a shading device for floor-to-ceiling glass storefronts at the community room stack here. The second floor courtyard overlooks the ground floor redwood reflection garden, where the 2 preserved redwoods will be visible from all levels. The curved balconies will feature hanging plants to soften the hard lines of the exterior and provide light filtering qualities. The trees are not shown in this image, but it is in this cavity area. The metal screen commissioned art at the primary entry portal will have 24/7 visibility access to the public and is highlighted here in purple. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to provide this presentation, and we look forward to hearing your comments.
Can I just jump in and ask Athena a quick question that I think could help our conversation? Athena, do you have a landscaping plan that might show what might be in front or
I
around
do.
the main?
Let me just bring that up really quick. So we have the garage entry here and 1 parking stall and a waiting area for loading. And then we also have a loading area right here along San Antonio Road, which also is a loading for trash pickup and some bike parking. And then this is the entry into the retail space.
Can you indicate on that map drawing
Mhm.
where the artwork will be?
The artwork will be right here above the main entry into the building.
Got it. And so it will be visible from San Antonio. And you mentioned there are 2 trees. Is
yes.
that going to
The
be
2 trees are over here. on
okay,
this side.
got it. So it won't be obscuring the artwork. Okay, great.
No, everything in this area happens to be utilities, transformers, etc. are all along here.
Sorry, I'm a little confused. Is the screen the artwork, or is are you going to do something else with the artwork?
We're proposing to provide the commissioned artwork in the form of a screen.
Okay, so you're looking for an artist to design the screen. So you
Correct.
know it's going to be a screen and you know where it's going to be. The interpretation will be up to the artist.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Is that the only public art that's going to be in this facility? You have some public areas with, I think you said retail and the coffee shop and that. Is there a possibility of putting some public art in there?
There's a possibility of that, depending on the budget. Again, the budget was $360,000, and we have to see if all of this very large 3-story screen takes up all of that budget.
So the screen is going to be what, let's say 25 by 30?
I don't know the exact dimensions of it right now, but it is 3 floors. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking that 360,000 is a lot of money for that screen.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be other places where money could be used, especially in your public areas, to put some public art.
Okay. Yeah, we could definitely look into that.
Do you have a sense of the material that you'd like to use for that screen?
We were thinking a metal screen. Yeah, that's as far as we got so far.
So it could be aluminum or something, some other type.
Mhm.
Okay.
That screen will face which way? Will it face east,
Antonio.
west?
San Antonio, I think.
I'm sorry,
San Antonio. So it'll be west.
west, so it'll face into the setting sun.
So, and it looks like to me there are windows behind it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so at night, would it be lighted in some form, or can you only see the screen during the daylight?
We
Because if
could
there
let,
was lighting, would that could affect the people using the windows? I don't know, but can you speak about that?
well, actually, so I was asked not to show floor plans, but as if we went back to the floor plan, this area happens to be the elevator lobby area on each floor. On the second floor, it includes the part of the dining room area, and then this is a stair behind it. So it just open. You would just see that.
So if this piece of artwork wasn't there, if you elected to do something else for the public art element, would
Mhm.
you still need a screen there from an architectural standpoint?
From an architectural standpoint, yeah, we were planning on incorporating a screen. And we just thought it was a great opportunity to include the commission's art element.
Got it. So if from an architectural standpoint, you were always going to have a screen, are you allocating the cost of sort of the functionality to the building itself, and then maybe then allocating the artistic part to meet the 1% requirement? How are you allocating the two?
I think the intention was to allocate just the entire screen and its installation using the 360,000. Yeah, that was the intention.
Thank you.
I think the one thing that I am thinking about over and over again is, how, again, finding the right artist, because you don't want it to just look like a generic screen.
Right.
So I mean, that's the big thing in my mind, that I think it could be really impactful, but it depends on the artist and the use of color, what kind of material. I'm assuming stainless steel, but you never know the cost. So that's kind of just what I'm thinking about now, is it could be really great and there could be something really enticing about it, but it has to really be impactful. I don't want it to be just like a silver kind of, even black or one solid color. I could see several colors, but it should look like art, which is a challenging thing, especially with fencing. Because people often think, oh, fencing, it could be art, but I think it has to be the right look to really stand out and pop, and not just be another metal fencing structure.
Yeah, and I think once we bring on the art consultant and then really speak with the different local artists or whoever we choose, that was our intention, is to make sure that it is art as a screen.
To the left of that screen, are those louvers?
Yes.
And to the right, those are just resident windows?
Correct.
And so those windows could have any type of covering on them, any color as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I
Probably.
mean, it would be up to the resident what they wanted in there, but it could be multicolored.
I think there's some really great examples of artistic screens out there. Like I'm thinking of the almost a whole building near the San Jose airport that has the hands on it. I mean, there's some really, I think I think that a screen is a great idea for public art for a structure like this. And I think you'll have some wonderful opportunities to do very creative, results with it. So I think I love that idea. And I like that it's, such a big canvas, if you will, facing the street. I think there's some really ripe possibilities and opportunities.
And I'm just going to bring this up. So we had a project that we previously reviewed, where in the initial stage, the artist consultant was, before the artist consultant was the art consultant was engaged, there was a little bit of discussion about how they were going to use the public art opportunity as a teaching opportunity. Do you remember that conversation? And so the thing that I'm a little sensitive to, and I want to just make sure that we bifurcate, we put sort of the artistic mind, the public art hat on, is to make sure we're not double dipping too much. So if this is really an architectural feature, the accounting part of it, I want to make sure that we're, keeping, we're really earmarking that 1% for the public art element. And then the other thing I wanted to sort of bring to discussion is there's certain type of the Public Art Commission obviously has its mission, and there's certain values we like to promote. I don't know if you guys have any sort of thematic ideas for the artwork at this moment, or if this is something that will be explored later.
Yeah, I think we were thinking about it being explored later, but I would love to hear the specific things that this art commission would like to see, I guess.
I think on the Public Art Commission side, we talk about sort of the values and the mission of the commission and the type of artwork we'd like to promote and support. But we want to be respectful that this is a private endeavor, but we just want to make sure we bring that to your attention as well.
Okay.
Actually, that's kind of a good question. Is since this is a project by an individual, do they have any point of view? I know you said that, is it a she wanted to build something where she would want to live, and I appreciate that value, but perhaps she has other things that she wants to support with this communal living space.
Yeah, we did speak to her about incorporating it here, and she did like that idea. But in terms of thematically what it might be, that I would imagine that's something that the artist and the client would also work together with us to develop.
Great.
But she is very hands-on in the design as well throughout this whole project. So it is her passion project.
What is she from Palo Alto? Like, does she have a connection to the community here?
Well, she currently owns the building that's been there, and yeah, so she has that gym, and she's had that for a while. But this has just been her dream. She wants to convert it into a senior care living facility, and is willing to tear down what is existing there and rebuild it in this new form.
I can add, sorry, a little bit more context. This is Leah Bear from the architecture team. The client is a long-term resident of the area. She actually went to school at Stanford, and she's been working in various different healthcare facility and assisted living programs that she has developed and run on her own in this area. So yeah, she's very local and very dedicated to this location.
Thank you. That's interesting background.
Well, thank you for your presentation. I think we have we appreciate the opportunity to get this preview, and we're looking forward to learning more about the project as it progresses. We're excited that you guys are going to be engaging artist consultant and bringing more vibrant ideas to the commission. Thank you.
No, I think then we would move on to commissioner questions, comments, announcements, or future agenda items. There were no letters.
Great. So do we have any, there were no public letters. So any commissioner questions, comments, announcements, or future agenda items? I think we have one, but
A couple of items. So December 4th, there's a colleague
Yep.
memo going forward regarding the potential to reinstate the commission to 7 members. We will tomorrow find the link to that and send it out to you in case you wanted to call in or listen into the meeting on Monday. Just a quick reminder, we have the Public Art Commission retreat January 12th in the downtown library. We have a lot to get through, so come caffeinated. And then finally, this Friday, Let's Glow SF opens and takes place in various sites in downtown San Francisco for 10 days. Is that right? Like 1 week, 10 days. But really exciting, large scale projections, laser work, all evening installations. So it's something we're definitely planning to go attend and look at as we think about code art and growing, expanding, potentially to doing laser and large scale projection work. So, and if any of you have a chance to go check it out, I would encourage you to do so.
can you share the information?
We'll do that tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And just piggyback on your update regarding the memo. So it is my plan to attend that meeting, and I believe we have an opportunity to speak up doing the public comments as part of the meeting. So I would encourage other commissioners who have been passionate about this issue to also show up to the extent possible. If nothing else, is it time to adjourn the meeting?
That's up to you.
Well, we'll keep it short then. So the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.